I'm doing this video today regarding Acronis True Image 2015. Recently, if you've watched my recent videos, when doing a system backup, I've used the feature called incremental. Now, recently I've been speaking to Acronis and also speaking to a few people on the Acronis forums regarding the backups, because I had a recent issue where I needed to restore my system. It was about a month ago, and it failed, and I was wondering why. And the reason why is because one of the files was corrupted. Now, because the way the incremental works is when you've got multiple backups in there, it's not just using the backup you choose to restore from, it's looking at the other backups as well. So with me knowing this information, I've done a bit more research into the actual software, and I found a better option to use called differential. Now, it does the same thing where it backs up the system with however many changes you make to the computer, but you don't have to worry about it needing other files, where the incremental one you do. Now, any of you who are still using the incremental version, you can carry on with that, but all I'm saying is you might get a problem later on. Now, another thing I've never mentioned is when you restore the system using the Acronis image and the boot up disk, one thing you'll probably notice is Acronis will do a new backup once it comes back onto Windows. Now, it won't start straight away, but it will start after a while. Now, if you do restart your computer and you get a little red X around here, don't worry about it. It just means that when you restarted the machine, the software tried to basically back up. If you don't want that to happen after restoring, you can come in here and choose backup now, or you can delete the backup under options, like the whole backup, and start again, which I sometimes do. Now, I'm going to show you how to set up the differential properly, and it's up to you guys then if you want to carry on with incremental or change to differential like I have. Now, you go to entire PC and you've got three options. You got the entire PC, which will back up every hard drive you've got in your system. You got disks and partitions, or you got files and folders. Now, I back up my C drive, which contains Windows and my programs, and sometimes my F drive if I've got any games on it. So you click on disks and partitions and click here first, full partition list, and basically on this list here it will show all your hard drives you've got available. In my case, because I've got nothing I want to back up on my F drive at the moment, I just choose my C drive, which is here, and I'll make sure that all three boxes are ticked. Okay, once you've done that, click OK, and now you gotta choose a destination. Now, this section here, use an external drive. If you've got a USB drive plugged in, you can use this option, but do be aware, if you use this option, it'll just put the file directly on to the external drive. So it won't give you the option to choose a folder of your choice to back up to. So in order to do that, you've got to use the browse option, which is this one here. This option here, Acronis Cloud, will back up onto the Acronis Cloud database, but you do have to pay for that feature. Okay, so in my case I click on Browse, I choose this PC and I locate a folder which I've made in my L drive, which is my biggest drive. I always recommend putting your image files on the biggest drive possible. So there's my folder there, Windows Backup. So I'll double click on there and click OK. Now once this section is set up, you go into Options. After this bit you can set up a daily, a weekly, a monthly, or upon event, non-stop, or do not schedule. In my case I do a weekly, and I do it on a Thursday, and I do it round about 1 o'clock. Now it might not start at 1 o'clock, it might start a little bit later, but do bear with it because it will start eventually. So once you've set up this bit here, go on to Advanced Options, scroll down, in this box here, change it to 2 minutes. Now I suggest you to do that because if you miss a backup and you forget, when you turn your PC on next time, it'll give your system chance to start up properly and come into Windows and load anything it needs to, and then it will start the backup, so you'll never miss a scheduled backup. Now on this part here I always choose run the backup when the computer's idle. You don't have to use this feature, but I always prefer to use it so that the system isn't doing anything when the backup is happening. Okay, so once all these settings are set, go over to Backup Scheme. Now on this one, choose Custom Scheme as your backup scheme and choose Backup Method Differential. Okay, on the next bit, click on this box here, create a full version after every 5 differential versions, and click in this box here, store no more than 10 recent version chains. That's what it says by default, but I do suggest you to change it to 2, just so that it doesn't make too many files on your hard drive. And then do tick in this box as well, do not delete the first version of the backup. Once your backup is made, I also highly suggest you to make a copy of it. So locate the file, right click on it, choose copy and transfer it to another drive. Then if you need to ever add that file into the drive where your normal backup goes, do delete the other one first using the Acronis interface, not by going into the folder, and then from the file you transferred from your external device, add it into Acronis and validate it so that you know you'll get no problems when you go to restore the system. Okay, now once you've set all these settings here, backup scheme custom, backup method differential, and so on, as you can see on this screen here, click on this part here, save as default. Once you've done that, the next screen, notifications, you do not need to touch this, or this screen here. And in Advanced Options, the only one you need to choose is Validation, and click on Validate Backup when it is created. so that it checks over the file and makes sure it's working properly. Once you've done that, click OK and click Backup Now, and that's it. Okay, I'm hoping this video has helped you all out and gave you some good information. Please give this video thumbs up to support my channel. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask, please put a comment in below the video and I will get back to you, and thank you for watching. Bye.